Hello, everybody. You know who it is. I'm back, and I hope everybody's doing well. Please join me. The link's in the chat if you want to come up to panel. First come, first serve. I only have 6 availability on here, but just wanted to talk to everybody. And now that I'm busy with a job, I work 5 days a week, and usually weekends is my best time to do these things. Fridays and Saturdays, whatever. But just thought maybe somebody wants to say hey and come on up. So what's new in your all's neck of the woods? So we'll see what happens in this one. I did this early on purpose because next 3 days are going to be kind of hectic. And I don't know if this is my second one for the month of April or my first doing a live stream. I'm not sure. What? Second. Okay, according to my loved one, this is my second one. Which is fine. I'm not counting. Nobody should count, you know. Everybody else is out there to get attention. I'm just here. I know a lot of people are sleeping. I know a lot of people just don't care to be here. People think I'm boring or I suck. Well, that's your opinion. I'm here to have a good time and just chat, be funny, be nice. Just have our round table, if you will. And if I don't see you in the background in the chat or something, if I don't see you, I'm sorry. Some of you already know the reason. But I welcome anybody. And I'm sorry I don't have a cool background or going places or, you know, I will be going places, but not to do this. But I might. But we do have a special guest in the house to everyone. And there she is.
Hi.
You all know who that one is, don't you? Yes, please. Look at that.
Hi.
Okay. So what's going on, everyone? Where you at? Come on in. So I'm going to put it this way.
I can kind of see me.
And a little bit.
Yes. Did somebody come up over there?
No.
Was words there?
That's just me. I put the link down.
Oh.
Still nobody's showing up. Jesus. I don't really, I schedule them, but I don't. It's just sad that everybody else shows up to everyone that we know. It's not fair. And I even emailed some people, like Shell, remember her?
Yeah.
And Sean Tudor. Somebody's watching. Whoever's watching, how are you? Come on into the chat if you want. So who's with me today? Who's watching? Oh, Bruce, he's here. Bruce, if you want to, you can come up. You'll be the first. It's going okay. It's just a dead Saturday today. I gotta go to my job tomorrow, the church, and do my thing there. And then I go back Monday and Tuesday. It's a shorter week. So, but if you're not doing much, you can come up to panel. He says it's raining there.
Really?
Yeah. Okay, cool. Because you and I can usually hold a conversation about stuff. So I'm not talking to myself and being quiet. This guy sucks. Delete. And I wanted to do this live stream because I'm kind of busy the next 3 days. Even though I get done at 1, I'm just saying I don't do it during the week. I have a very busy week after those 3 days. So, I totally understand that but we need to keep up with our accounts, our YouTube channels to remain monetized and things. And, I don't care too much for the watch hours, but it helps. And if anybody doesn't mind, I'm going to snack right now while we're doing this. It's not a mukbang or anything. I don't do those because then you can actually hear somebody getting fatter. And I don't smack my lips too much like a lot of people do. I don't do that. But for dinner, we're making burgers. Cheeseburgers with bacon, mater, onion, whatever toppings. Yep. But Bruce, the floor is yours if you want to come up. Phones. Katie. I told her everything today. About our plans. She said, sounds good.
Well, that's
When we
good.
do all this, there's a chance we can hang out or see them. Hang out or see them.
Yeah.
We don't have to go to their house. We can meet out or something.
Yeah. That'd be better. We won't get lost in the beans
Right.
where they live.
And I'd rather meet them somewhere where it's lit up, you know?
Yeah. Let's see.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Here he is, the star of the show, Bruce.
Hey Josh, how you doing?
I'm good.
Okay.
How are you?
Oh, I'm fine. Just sitting around here relaxing a little bit.
Tell me that's coffee, not a beer.
Yeah, it's coffee. I don't drink beer.
Is it cold too, or just raining and kind of humid?
Well, it's supposed to turn cooler. I don't think it's going to get cold, but it's going to get cooler. Oh, let me see.
They're talking about less than 60 up here tomorrow and rain.
Hang on just a minute. I'll give you an update on the weather for here. I think tomorrow. Let's see. Okay, the high today is 64 or 66 is what they're forecasting. But it's 64 out there right now. Tonight it's going down to 50. And see, it's been getting up in the 80s.
Right.
Well, yesterday I think it might have made it to 80 yesterday, but it was already showing some signs of being cooler. Let's see, tomorrow they're saying 66 for a high, 43 for a low tomorrow. They got showers and thunderstorms in the forecast for tonight, 100% chance of rain. And tomorrow, let's see, showers in the morning, then partly cloudy in the afternoon and cool, high of 66. 60% chance of rain. And then tomorrow night, 43. Of course, I kind of like that cooler weather a little bit, really. XYZ. Hi, XYZ.
I hope it's not what I think it is.
Well, I'll be surprised. You know, nothing would surprise me. Anyway, so it's going to probably be raining tonight and possibly in the morning. So anyway,
Well, I found a job I enjoy.
yeah, well, that's good. Yeah. Why don't you, yeah, can you tell me a little bit about it? What do you do there?
Well, sometimes I do odd jobs. So,
Okay.
electricity, maintenance, cleaning, setting up for events,
Oh, okay.
big
Yeah.
sales things, just whatever the church is doing each day, we do something. Lots of things.
That's good. Yeah, most churches need somebody like that around to take care of stuff like that, so that the well, a lot of times they get like lay members, but you know, sometimes it may be kind of hard to find lay members that are able to do that kind of thing. It just depends. You know, uh, I remember back years ago in the church that I grew up in, uh, and it was a big church too, very large Baptist church. It had like maybe, I don't know, it had a few thousand members. And anyway, they hired people to do things like maintenance and groundskeeping, things like that. But and then they had like a kitchen, so they hired a few cooks and but they didn't serve food every day. It was like for their Wednesday night prayer meeting,
Right.
when they usually serve the food.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I'm guessing that most of the jobs that they provided for, lay members and non-members were probably part-time positions,
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Well, it's not just me. We have two other employees on top of me that have been there longer.
okay.
And they mow, they sweep off the staircases, they vacuum. I do that too, but I don't mow
Right.
yet.
Yeah.
We're going to be losing one person because of his schooling. So he's going to have to hire somebody again.
Okay.
But
Yeah. I mean, as long as it's something you're pretty happy with, that's all that matters. Oh, I wouldn't.
yeah, $15 an hour, 4 hours a day, 5 days a week.
Oh, well, that's not bad.
Mm-mm.
That sounds like a pretty nice little part-time job.
It is, but he doesn't like people sitting around unless he says, take 5 minutes. It's okay.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, you're only working 4 hours a day. That's, what the standard is now. It's, of course, you're working for a church, so that may be a little different there. But if you were working for, say, like just for example, when I worked for Walmart, the associates were given, like, if they worked an 8-hour day, for example, all right, they would get 1 15-minute break, like during the first half of the shift, and then at around 4 hours they would get to take lunch, and then the second part of the second 4 hours of the shift they'd get another 15-minute break. So they were basically if you worked an 8-hour day, we got we would get like 2 15-minute breaks and then an hour for lunch.
I'll be back.
Of course, the hour for lunch we had to clock out. But 15-minute breaks that we got, we had to, we stayed on the clock and, just went and sat down for 15 minutes and then went back to work, But they expected us to work when we were not on break. They didn't, they didn't expect, their expectations were if you're working, you work. When you're on break, you take your break. You go to lunch, you clock out for an hour, you go to lunch. Even if you don't go eat, you just go to lunch. You take an hour off, you take an hour, clock out, and go to lunch, And, there's certain labor laws that are involved in all that they hold corporations to. Now, in the event of working for somebody part-time, depending on who it is, they could, I don't know, working for a church, I never did that myself. I never worked for a church, but you could, it may be they just let you take 5 so many times a day during that 4-hour shift. Or they could schedule you for a 15-minute break. I don't know. That's something that usually you would work out between you and your employer. Whoever's in charge of that.
Okay, so you see that website in there?
Okay. Is that where the church is?
Yeah, take a look. It should open right up or whatever you got to do. It'll show the church, like plain as day on there.
Okay. It's not making a link. It's just saying go to the channel. Oh, no, it just took me back to your channel.
I guess copy.
I'll copy and paste it. Hey, Brother Sean, how you doing? Oh, okay. Okay. Home Moravian Church.
Yeah.
Now, I've never heard of Moravian.
Hey, Halfwit.
Hey, Halfwit, how's it going? Good day. Good day to you, mate. Yeah, I'm trying to allow cookies. Oh, you got to check it, I guess. Okay. All right. Okay.
But do you see the church there?
Yeah, I see. Yeah. This looks like some sort of a non-denominational type church.
Precious, is it non-denominational
What?
where I work?
No.
It's
Moravian.
Moravian. It's like Catholic, but different.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I don't. Okay.
But we've been there a month. Going on tomorrow. We've been there a month.
Okay.
The only thing that sucks is you only get paid once a month, but all the hours that I make, 21 a week, they all, like in 3 weeks' time, that's when he starts adding things together, and I do about 80 to 90 hours for the month.
Okay. So you get paid what, monthly?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Okay.
I make pretty good, I guess, about $1,000 a month.
Yeah, I mean, you're getting what, $15 an hour? That's not bad for a part-time job. Shoot. I, I mean, that's pretty good. Uh, for it being a part-time job.
Yeah, at the nursing home I was at, they did $15 an hour, 8-hour shifts, and you get 2 15s and a lunch.
Okay.
But I didn't like it, so anyway, so I'm here. This is where I'm going to be. Hopefully, go through 90 days, which is like mid-June, and then I am permanent, not like full time, because there's not that much hours available.
I see. Okay.
So none of us are full time at all, except him.
And who is him? Is him the pastor or something?
Manager, like
Oh, the manager.
he's
Okay.
the facilities manager. That's what we
Oh,
are.
I see. So he's like he's over the care and upkeep, kind
Yeah.
of like a care and maintenance guy.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I got you.
But guess what? I'm 6 years older than him. It's funny. I was like, "Where were you born?" He said, "I'm 40." And
Okay.
I told
I
him,
I had a lot of bosses working over the years that were younger than me, and it doesn't really matter about age when it comes to that kind of thing. What matters is their position, and if they've been placed in a higher position, then they have the rank, and that happens all the time.
like he's the captain, I'm the seaman.
Yeah, you want to put it like that, sure.
Mm.
Yeah.
But he's really nice, though. He understands me and
Well, that's fine.
cares, like seriously cares about all of us. And
Hmm.
because 2 of us are on disability, and he understands all that. He doesn't want us to kind of hurt anything,
Right.
And
Well, he doesn't want you to get hurt. That's what it boils down to. He's it sounds to me like he's probably a pretty good person to work for. If he's understanding, and yeah, I mean, yeah, as long as you like the work that you're doing, that's good. You like the work, if you're comfortable working there, I mean, that's all good.
and then he's coming up like he does all these touching little questions, like, "Well, we hope you stay longer than 90 days and just get money and leave. We want you here 5 to 10 years." Yeah, don't go ahead of me. But he's like, I don't like when people predict, "Oh, stay there 2 years, see what happens." Of
You
course,
know,
but we're hoping at least a year.
yeah. Well,
But
just take it one day at a time, Josh. I wouldn't project on that.
uh-uh.
Yeah, just take it one day at a time. Just not live in the moment. Know what you got to do each and every day. Don't worry about what you're going to be doing in a year from now or anything like that. I mean, you may stay with these people for the next 20 years, and then you might decide that you don't care too much for it. You may get tired of it. You may find something better. Just, I wouldn't project on any of that kind of stuff. Just, it doesn't do any good. It just doesn't do any good.
Right.
Uh, you know, so I would just take each moment every day as it comes. And, if you get up, you go to work tomorrow, you got to go to work.
Yeah. So,
You
Bruce,
got a job tomorrow,
yeah, let me ask you something. What are your plans next week if you're completely kind of sort of free?
I'm not real sure just yet. I am actually going to go visit a friend that's going to be close by. But as far as anything else, right offhand, I don't have any plans. But I just I don't know. I've got things around here I'm trying to get done, and I'm moving kind of slow with that because I know I don't just have to get it done today. I can put it off till another day because I'm retired, and but I mean, like, so I don't have any major plans. I'm trying to set up a time. I'm wanting to set up a time with my cousin that's over in Georgia to go and meet him and his wife, and to meet with my other cousin that's in Tennessee, meet with him and his wife, for like a family get together.
Precious.
But nothing. There's been no date set for that or anything like that. I just got back from Texas not long ago.
Right.
So anyway,
Well,
XYZ, I saw the eclipse. I was over in Texas on the day of the eclipse, and I saw I saw a full lunar eclipse. Unfortunately, it was cloudy, but we did get enough of a view to where we were able to see it. And I even made a video about it.
Bruce, so the reason why I was asking, because between Thursday and Sunday next week, we're driving to Florida, Orlando.
Oh.
And I didn't know if you wanted to meet up somewhere on our way, or because
Well, I'll play that by ear, Josh. Right offhand, I don't know. Just what days are you talking about going down there?
Thursday through Sunday next week.
Are they going to let you off?
I already planned it. I already got it planned.
Oh, so they're going to let you off work.
Yes.
Okay. Where in Florida are you talking about going?
Orlando.
Oh, Orlando. Okay.
I've got family down there and friends over in Tampa and things like that.
I see.
Mm-hmm. But we also thought about, not this trip, but we thought about going like to Pensacola or Mobile or things like that. But that was another thought. But
Right.
I only have 3 full days to do this. So we thought about flying, but then we're in the same boat. We can't get around very well financially. So we always travel on a budget, or what we have is what we have, and we don't borrow from people unless they say, no, it's on me, like you did. I'm just saying, we try to bring what we can. We try to do what we can. And mostly it's just all family visiting. And we might go to the theme parks, but not the actual playtime area. But because I got a gift card to Universal and I was going to go eat there. So, but with our vehicle, we can meet up somewhere if you were heading that way. I'm sorry?
Yeah, I'm listening to you.
Oh.
Wow. That's just about as far as going to Texas.
Is it?
Well, to where my sister lives. Yeah.
Because I don't know Tallahassee very well. I've been through it. I just don't know much of it. I know Pensacola pretty well. And things have changed since we were there in 92. But,
well, it's been a while since I've been to Pensacola. The last time I went to Florida, I went to Destin. And, man, that has changed so much since back when in the 70s when I first went to Destin.
Mm-hmm.
Destin was just like a little fishing town,
Yeah, now
And in fact, they described Destin as being like a village, and now it's all built up, and it's got all kind of different towns around it. Uh, you got to pay a toll to get on that bridge to go across that bay that takes you into Destin from the interstate. Uh, it's just changed a lot since back in the 70s, man. It's full of condos, and it's a big tourist attraction now. Uh, Pensacola's like that too. Well, Pensacola Beach is now the city of Pensacola. That might be a little bit different situation there, but most of the people that go down there as tourists, they go down to the beach area, down Pensacola Beach, Fort Walton Beach, Destin, Miramar Beach. There's Santa Rosa Beach, and then finally you go on down a ways and you run into Panama City. Well, you can go a little bit further and go as far as Apalachicola. All down in there. That's all, I think, pretty much like a big continuous beach that starts at Gulf Shores, Alabama, and goes right on across till you get down to Apalachicola, I think is what that is. I know it goes as far as Panama City anyway. But yeah, from where I am, we're looking at about this. Oh, yeah, it's about a 10-hour drive down there. That would be nonstop. Well, 9 hours and 37 minutes. So I'm just going to round it to 10 hours. And that would be going nonstop. Which that's not realistic. Reality is that you're going to need to stop at certain places to go to the restroom, to eat, do things like that. People need to eat, people get thirsty, all that kind of good stuff,
Yep.
But anyway, it's
I mean, I'm not trying to make you go too far, but I was just, if you were willing, we can make a stop in Jackson.
well, like I say, I'll have to play it by ear, Josh. I don't know. I'm just not sure. I will say this: if I do manage to set up a time to go visit my two cousins, I'll be more than happy to come over your way. Because it's not really that far from where, especially my cousin in Tennessee, but even the one in Georgia. They're both fairly close to where you are, so I'll try to make the effort to come there for sure.
Are they on the state line of Florida and Georgia, or are they farther in Georgia? Or
Well, they're further in, but still, they're still not that far. One of them's at Oak Ridge, Tennessee. The other one's, I think, somewhere in the metro Atlanta area, but I can't remember what town it is or city. It's just it's part of suburban Atlanta, if I'm not mistaken. But suburban Atlanta's pretty big, it's pretty spread out. And, and another thing too about, anytime if you go like over to Florida from here, yeah, you do cross into a different time zone. So, that's going to take up one of the hours right there, just going across time zones. According to this, there's some toll roads. And I know Florida's got a bunch of toll roads.
yeah, but if you, like for us, when we go through toll roads, we don't like to stop. We just go to the Easy Pass.
Oh,
And
yeah.
that's near the Disney Orlando area,
A bill. They'll send you a bill in the mail.
and we just pay it.
And you
That's
just
it.
pay it, yeah. Yeah, they had a bunch of that in Texas. I went around all of it though.
But see, what happens if one had a Lamborghini and you're trying to go, and the camera? How can you, if they're trying to like, oh, I'm not going to get a ticket, and they just try to right through.
Well,
it doesn't catch
what
them.
they do is they've got a camera, and I remember going through that stuff back years ago. One time when I went to Destin, and yeah, they have a camera, and they'll get a picture of your tag, is what they do. So your tag is what gets photographed, and then that's how they can look up who you are, and that's how they can find out who to send the bill to. So that's all it is. It's very sophisticated electronics.
Yeah, we've had a few last couple of years we had to pay. It wasn't expensive. Like the most was like $15 because every toll was like.
I mean, when I went, I think I had to pay them like $6 or something. Well, okay, no worries. I sent them a check.
See, we go online and pay it. There's no fees.
I can't remember. I don't know if they may have given me a website, but they sent me a paper bill. Now this is been back several years ago, and of course now, yeah, you can probably just go online and do it now. You do that with just about anything nowadays.
Yeah.
I think just about the only bill that I pay where I still write a paper check is to pay my water bill here, and I just drive over here to the town hall and drop a check in their little box. I don't worry about paying them online because they want to charge extra if you do. And I don't like paying no more than I have to. So I just write them a paper check. It doesn't even cost me a stamp. I just drive over there. It's already in an envelope, and I just stick it in their little box out there, and then go on about my business. And usually a few days later, I'll see the check posted in my checking account, and it's all good. So,
yeah. But yeah, I do all my bills online. I've got a certain way I do it, and everything's been paid.
right.
And then we have no worries throughout the month. Everything's knocked out of the way.
Oh yeah. I also all they charge us for garbage collection here, and I just run down here to Mendenhall and pay it down there. Just take them either a check or give them cash. And other than that, I don't. Everything else gets paid online. But these local people, they use a service. It's a certain, I think it's a certain billing service. And anyway, the billing service charges extra if you pay it online. So I would rather not do that. Now, unless they've changed it, and I'm just kind of like, well, if this is working, don't worry about it. Just go pay them. You don't even have to mail it to them. And anyway, and yeah, I did pay my taxes. I had to mail them a check, but that's once a year, and I'm hoping that this year was the last year that I had to pay anything. And I think the only reason I had to pay what I had to pay was because I was still employed at Walmart. 23.
The way after it's paid off? The property tax, is that what you're talking about?
No. I don't pay property tax here. I rent. My landlord pays the property tax.
I'm saying because our property tax is our car.
Yeah, well, I pay for my car tag, and I mean, that's That's different though, you know. And that's once a year, and that's only costing me about $30 a year.
Right. I wonder if you keep paying on it, does it go away or does it start over? Because like we're kind of right about almost done, but I think last year, I had to pay like $123, and it goes down. It decreases every year.
And car tag.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, that sounds a lot like Mississippi.
but I'm wondering if it's paid off, does it go away and not have to worry about it in the next year and a half?
You'll probably still have to pay a minimum. That's how they do it here. They when if you buy a brand new car, man, they're gonna stick it to you on the car tag. And a lot of these car dealers, in order to for a person to be able to afford, pay for that first year of car tag, they usually just go ahead and cover it. And what they do is they add that amount into whatever the cost of the car is, so it gets broken down in your monthly car payments. But what the way that usually works, I know here in Mississippi, after 7 years, you've pretty much paid it down to the minimum. It goes down every year a little bit until finally it gets down to a minimum on what you're paying for a car tag. And then, you'll keep paying that minimum until you simply can't drive the car anymore or something, and if it's, if the car ends up becoming something that becomes too expensive to repair and you got to replace it, then then you pretty much have to start over. So they base it on your vehicle, on car tags,
Do you see sugar? Do you see Sugar Britches in there?
Who?
Marion. She's waving to you.
Oh,
Hey,
hey, Marion. How you doing? Yeah, I see her.
how are you?
Oh, I'm doing fine. Doing fine. It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Now kiss and hug. She's like, it's
Anyway.
been so long.
But yeah, that's usually the way that works on the car tags, is they'll start it out at a maximum amount the way they do it here, it depends on what kind of a car you got. Spiced.
Yep. I don't even know
what.
I have no idea. It just has a good. It's raspberry.
Oh, okay. All right.
But I taste nutmeg. I taste some kind of synonym stuff, but it's raspberry. So, I mean, it's not even red.
You can look on the ingredients and see what all's in that stuff. I've gotten because I'm trying to watch my sugar amounts. I've switched over to I'm drinking when I do drink soft drinks, and I don't drink them very often. But when I do, I'm drinking either Coke Zero or Pepsi Zero.
Yeah, we do that too.
Yeah, and I like the Pepsi Zero better than I do the Coke Zero. It's got a much better taste.
What's good is the Dr. Pepper Zero.
Have you tried it?
I haven't tried that.
Oh, it's good. It doesn't even taste like it's diet.
Yeah, that's how the Pepsi Zero is. It doesn't. When you first taste it, you're like, "Wow, this is sugar free, really?"
Yeah,
It's kind of hard to believe, but it is.
that's the way the Coke was.
Mm-hmm.
It tastes almost like the original.
Yeah. Yeah. Pepsi Zero, actually, I think it tastes a little better than actual Pepsi.
I tried the what was it? Pepsi Mango. I
Okay.
tried it once. I don't know. It's a acquired taste if somebody wants to, but I didn't like it.
Right.
Now I tasted lemon Pepsi back in the day when they had it. I tasted the lime Pepsi, lime Diet Coke. I've tried them all.
Oh,
Now
okay.
Mountain Dew, I just read on Google, Mountain Dew's coming out with another flavor. Like they already have 30 of them already.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
I saw something about Mountain Dew one time, and it kind of, and see, you can't tell if these people, some of these people out here, if they really know what they're talking about, but they were saying that Mountain Dew had something in it that was not good, you know.
Yellow 5.
Okay, well, anyway, they were talking like whatever it was, like it was dangerous. You know, it could be hazardous to your health and this kind of stuff. So I was like, ugh. I don't drink soft drinks very much anymore. I'm drinking more water and coffee than anything else. I do drink tea, but it's usually not sweet either. It's unsweet tea.
Ugh.
Yeah, I know that sounds disgusting, but actually you can acquire a taste for it if you continue to drink it.
I hadn't heard that about Mountain Dew.
Yeah, it makes
Yeah, it was something I heard. It's been years ago since I heard it, and I don't know if it's even true or not.
Oh,
That may be somebody that just, you got people out here today, man. If they don't like something, they'll get up here and
was it in the regular or the diet?
it
okay.
was the regular
Oh,
plain old Mountain Dew.
Yeah, I also heard that yellow 5 in Mountain Dew makes men not perform well.
Yeah.
It kind of does something to it down there.
Okay. I don't know.
Bruce says, "Well, that's not me. I don't drink it."
No, I don't drink it, but I've never heard anybody that did drink it complain about not performing well or anything like that.
They said something about sexual things, and I was like, "Sure."
Okay.
Like certain soft drinks makes your happy time stuff. I don't know.
Well, anything's possible, They really, when it gets right down to it, if you drink too much soft drinks, you're probably going to end up having bad kidneys, and no matter what kind of soft drink it is. I knew a guy back years ago. He had to stop drinking any kind of soft drinks, and he was, he drank Coca-Colas a lot, and he drank them too much. And anyway, his kidneys got in such bad shape that, the doctor warned him, man, if you don't change this now, it's going to kill you. So he had to give up soft drinks, and he pretty much was just drinking water, I think, from what I understand about it. So, I don't, like I say, I drink them in moderation. I just don't drink them very often because they're, because
So
yeah, you do.
With coffee and tea, you end up having that bad breath thing. When people talk to you, it's like
I eat these, and these are sugar-free mints. They're called icebreakers, and I usually have those on hand. And then, like, I use a mouthwash called Dr. Tishner's. You may have heard of it. It's very strong, and it'll get rid of bad breath. That stuff will make your mouth come alive.
it's strong or worse than Listerine.
Oh, you gotta dilute it with water, because if you don't,
Gosh.
yeah, if you don't, it'll burn your mouth.
Oh.
I knew a guy, Marion, I knew a guy one time that I had a friend, and he saw I had some Dr. Tishner's in my at my house, and he took a swig of it, and man, it like to burn.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I told him, I said, whoa, man, you got to dilute that stuff with water. You don't want to drink it by itself.
This that's one thing we always did was drink it straight. Because
Yeah, well, most
my
mouthwashes you
grandparents
can.
use it.
Yeah, most
Straight.
mouthwashes you can drink them. I mean, you can gargle with them without having to dilute them. Like Listerine, for example. You don't have to dilute Listerine.
No.
Oh,
Uh-uh.
okay.
Yeah, but Dr. Tishner's is different. It's, in fact, it's people use it a lot of times not just as a mouthwash, but as an antiseptic. So, if you get a cut or something, you can dab a little Dr. Tishner's on that cut, and it will help fight the infection or fight it from becoming infected. It's
I like
actually,
peroxide.
it's kind of like peroxide or alcohol, even,
Yeah.
and mouthwashes too. Now, I've heard of people uh, that if you drink a mouthwash, that it can get you drunk because it's got a high amount of alcohol in it. So,
I swish with it in my mouth.
yeah, you just swish it in your mouth and spit it back out. I just, I remember one time though. Now I had something. I got a cut on my tongue one time, and it was from eating a Dorito or something like that. I think it was a Dorito. And anyway, my mouth, man, it started swelling up and stuff, and I was starting to feel bad. And this lady I know, she told me, she said, get you some Dr. Tishner's. And she said don't use it at the regular strength. She said you need to double up on the amount of Dr. Tishner's that you put in there, and just dilute it with very little water and rinse your mouth out with it, and then go to sleep, and the next morning it'll probably be fine. Well, I did what she said, and you know what? The next day I couldn't even tell I'd had a cut in my mouth. It was,
Oh, wow.
yeah, it healed it just that fast, and I was totally amazed. So ever since then, I've been just sold on Dr. Tishner's. And I even called my dentist office up, and I told them what I had done. And they were like, oh, wow, really? And I said, yeah. I said, y'all may want to pass that along to your patients. Because, see, what I had done, I had called the dentist office before I talked to that lady. And I told them what had happened. And they said, okay, yeah, just get you some peroxide. Well, I tried the peroxide, and it wasn't working, But the Dr. Tishner's, man, it it took care of it. And I was, I was very happy about that. So I've been sold on Dr. Tishner's ever since, man. That stuff is great, it's a good thing.
He's like, don't drink and drive, though.
Well, like I say, you got to dilute it. You don't drink it. You just gargle with it.
Yeah.
Don't try to drink it. And really for every part of Dr. Tishner's, you're going to put about maybe I think it's like 4 or 5 parts of water. So like just say, for example, if you and I usually just pour it into the cap. So I put a little bit down on the bottom of the cap, and then I top it off with water, usually about 4 times water. and gargle with it like that, it's plenty strong like that
Hmm.
Yeah,
for
that's
regular
what
use.
I'm doing with Listerine.
Yeah. But if you've got a cut or something in your mouth or something that's causing your mouth to swell up like what happened to me, yeah, you want to double up on that, you know, and make it much stronger, you know. So
Right.
but now if you got a cut on your skin and you have some Dr. Tishner's, just you can apply that without diluting it. Just like, you know, if you put rubbing alcohol or peroxide on it, you know.
Yeah. Gotta have a cigarette. I'm kidding.
Oh.
I tease everybody with that. You don't smoke? No. Always good to have one. No, I've been around smokers my whole life, and a lot of them stopped, and which is good because it started smelling in their hair and on their body, on their clothes. We had to say something, but it's just gum. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Do what now?
Oh, nothing. I was just talking about smokes.
Oh. Yeah, somebody just sent me a message. Sorry about that. Oh. Anyway, I don't know. Oh, it's you just I don't know. Dr. Tishner's it's some good stuff. I'm really sold on it as a mouthwash and as an antiseptic that you would use to uh put on anything like a cut or something like that.
I guess the chat slowed down over here. I was trying to send it out to everybody, but I guess they wanted to be busy on weekends.
Well, it's springtime and yeah, there's probably people that are getting out and doing things. Uh, anyway.
So, any big plans this weekend for you?
No, I'm supposed to do a live stream tonight, and then tomorrow night I've got a premiere.
See,
So,
I don't know how to do premieres, and I've been on YouTube since 2008, but I didn't really care about it until like 2019.
yeah.
So, when everybody's doing premieres and stuff, I don't download. I want to try to keep my laptop like open. I don't want to download things and save stuff because
You don't have to save anything. That stuff gets saved into your YouTube studio. Yeah, I mean, if you make a video, I mean, it doesn't matter if you do a premiere or if you're doing or if you're just uploading a video. Once you upload it, You don't have to keep it on your computer or your phone. You can get rid of it then. Just, delete it off of your phone or whatever device you're using for that. And now, if you wanted to set up a Premiere, I mean, some people, everybody's different about that kind of stuff, I did my first Premiere that I hadn't done a Premiere in a long time. And I did one from a road trip that I took in Texas that took me on a drive through the hill country. And so I thought, well, I'm going to make a video of this. And so I made a video. The original video was like 35 minutes. And in the editor that I used, I shortened it down to, I think it was like a 14-minute video. So what I did was I used a time lapse at the editor. I was using InShot, so I used a time lapse, and it sped the drive up, and so it looks like I'm driving through the hill country a lot faster than what I actually drove it in. And that made it actually into an even better video, But I didn't keep the video on my phone. After I got it uploaded and everything, I deleted it. I didn't have any reason to keep it, so, and that kind of stuff it takes up storage on your device. I need to step away just a minute, Josh. I'll be right back.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Sorry about that.
It's all right.
When you if you go into your studio, let me see. I can show you how this works. It's really not hard. And so if you ever did decide to do a Premiere, you could. Let me see. All right, I'm gonna share screen with you. Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, just let that up. Just tap. Yeah, there you go. All right. Now, what you do? Okay, this is just the dashboard area. Go in here where it says content. Over there, you see over there on the right, you got dashboard, you got content.
Yeah.
I mean, over there on the left. I'm sorry, I'm getting screwed up on my directions here. On the left-hand side of the page, and you click on that. And, okay. Anyway, you can see here where I've got a Premiere set up. Okay, so you go in there, and anyway, you can scroll down, and it says visibility over here on the right, right, right across from where the thumbnails get set. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
all right, you click on that, and you can set it up from there. You know, you can set it up. Uh, you know, usually when I upload a video, I upload it as unlisted to start with, because the reason I do that is so that YouTube can go ahead and do their checks. All right. And like, just for me personally, I like to, you know, edit mine where it has music in it. And this one that I've got coming up, it's full of music. It's, you know, there's no talking in it. I muted all the sound and just, you know, went into the YouTube editor and added music, you know. So anyway, that way I knew the music would be non-copyright. Anyway, as you can see here, I've got it set up for a premiere for tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Now that's 9 p.m. my time. That'll be 10 p.m. your time. And I've got it set as premiere. Okay. Now you can change that, you know, if you wanted to. You know, I'm not going to change this. I'm just going to let it go like it is. But you can uncheck that box, and it would still, you know, start up at 9 p.m. Or you can, or if you, let's say if you wanted to, you could just uncheck this, and if you did, it would change the visibility, you know. You could set it back as unlisted or private or whatever, you know, or you could just set it up as a public upload and let it go with that, you know. So it's really not hard. You just set up like whatever time you want to do your premiere. So I checked this and made it from private to public, and then I checked this blank here where it says set as premiere, and I set a time. And I decided, okay, well, I'll just set this thing up to go public, and we'll do a premiere on Sunday evening at 9 p.m. You know, that would be 10 p.m. your time, 10 o'clock a.m. over in the Philippines, you know. And, you know, and just like a live stream, if you set a live stream up in advance, it'll give on there what time the live stream's supposed to start. Same thing with the premiere.
Okay. I'll look at it.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you. You know, some people don't ever do premieres, and that's fine. That's up to you. It's really up to the person. You know, I wouldn't dare tell anybody what to do. If they're happy with their channel like it is, I would say go. You know, leave it be. Do what you want to do with it. You know, it's not up to me to make that kind of decision for you. And so
you're monetized now, right?
Oh yeah.
Have you been paid yet from anything from YouTube?
Yeah. Yeah, the last time I got paid was back in January, and I haven't gotten paid any more this year. So,
was it nice, or was it just over 100?
it was. I can't remember. I think it was around 150, but it wasn't much, you know. You know.
I don't know how those other people on YouTube that are millionaires, if you will, by doing this, they made it their job to go out and do and have fun with it.
Well,
but I just can't a lot of times go out and do that.
Look, most people don't really make that much money. Don't be fooled by the fact that there might be somebody out there that's got 10K subs, and they may have 40 to 50 people come to a live stream and all that. Don't be fooled by that. That doesn't mean that they're making a lot of money.
Right.
From what I can see, to be honest, this is just my thoughts on it, but the only people out there that are probably making a sizable income with it are people that are educators, people that are teaching things, or they're selling something that people want. Just the average you and me people, we're not making, we're making very little. I don't do it, but, yeah, my channel's monetized, but I don't do it for the money. In fact, now that I'm retired, I don't really, I don't need to be making a bunch of money with it, because, Social Security will be keeping an eye on, what I'm making every year. And, if I start making a lot of money on YouTube, they're liable to say, we're going to have to change your benefits. I don't want that to happen, because YouTube will never, ever provide enough money for me, or, for most people, to make it worth your while to lose your benefits.
Yeah. Well, that's why I'd rather work and make real money and see it every 2 weeks.
Exactly. That's how I was, before I retired. I knew that my jobs were more important than this. And one of the things that I was told back early on, and this is from one of those people there that, yeah, he's got like 23, 24K subs, something like that. He's got a big channel, but he doesn't make much money at it. And he told me one time, he said, him and his wife both told me, have fun with your channel. Don't worry about, making a lot of money. And the thing is I could see why they told me that, because it's really just something that, and see, I know they paint this picture in front of people. I've seen it. And to me, I'm kind of like this. They should not even tell people this. But, maybe for some people it might be true that they could make a lot of money. But in most cases, most vloggers are simply not going to make a lot of money doing this. I just don't, I know there's some that do, but most people don't. And probably the places where they need it the worst are in poor, impoverished countries. That's where they really need a sizable income the most, and yet they don't get that. They're grateful for what they can get on YouTube. But they're like, so many, you don't get, they don't get much. Most of them, there's some that do, but not most of them. Most of them don't get much. I'll be honest with you, the only way that I've been able to make any money at all on my channel has come from super chats and super stickers. It has not come from running ads or anything like that. And because we do so much copyright claim stuff, no, they don't, the copywriters get part of it. What little bit there is, and the thing is you're not going to get much, unless you got super chats. for super stickers. And, and really the only time I ever got a lot of those was like a special occasion, like my birthday or something.
It's because, well, I'm still waiting kind of like on a third one, but it's been like over a year and a half. So, the largest was less than 200 somewhere.
Okay.
But again,
That sounds like old BT and Betty's Philippine Adventures. He finally he quit the partner program. He just said it ain't worth it to him, I've thought about quitting it myself, because I'm kind of like, gee, I'm just getting tired of this, if I do a live stream, I always have to go in there and mute certain songs because they're telling me that it won't be monetized at all. And I have to mute certain songs so it at least gets down to where it says sharing. And so it's just crazy, So I just do it really more for fun. I'm not doing it to get an extra payday. I'll never do it for an extra payday because I don't have a product to sell. And I'm not a history teacher or a scientist or anything like that. I'm just an average guy, Yeah, I worked at a planetarium, but I'm not about to get up here and start teaching astronomy. Let somebody that's got a degree do that, Now, if I see a certain event up in the sky, like, I made a video about the eclipse, okay? But I didn't get up there and try to teach the science behind it,
But you and Sean Tuber and a few others, you guys get a lot of attention in your chat. Mine, unless it's my birthday, I don't get anybody much. Maybe you and Lone Wolf, but that's about it.
Yeah, well, I don't, not always. Yeah, there's people, they come in and they want to hear the laugh or something. There's some guys out there they come in there and start this stuff about wearing the kilt and all this kind of stuff, and I get kind of tired of that kind of stuff. Actually, it gets old. These people, they took something that happened several years ago and they just won't let it go. They won't shut up about it. They just keep going on and on every time they come to my channel or if they see me at somebody else's panel or something, they just, and I'm kind of like, hadn't you gotten tired of that by now?
There's one channel that comes around in Sean Tuber's channel, and all he talks about is gloves. Don't know if you've seen him, but
Are you talking about Sam Gloves?
Yeah, that one.
Oh gosh.
He always says the word gloves of some kind or whatever.
Yeah,
that gets very annoying. I've already blocked him and I don't like him.
It's a gimmick. And I guess he thinks it's something kind of, I don't know what he thinks. I have to wonder about people like that.
That's
One person told me, hey, that guy's a troll. Well, he may be a troll.
Yeah, that's the only topic he discussed to anybody in there, and it's like, give it up.
Yeah.
And I don't want to block people in other people's channels if because I'm a moderator in Sean's, and it's like, why does this guy keep bringing up gloves? It gets annoying. I blocked him for mine, so I don't care if he's listening or not. I just don't want him in mine.
Josh, chances are he don't care.
Yeah.
It's just chances are that guy could care less that you blocked him. He's just going to go on and find somewhere else, somebody else to go in and interrogate them about their gloves. if I may put it that way.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, he's come in my channel. I've got some disposable gloves here, and I just pull the box out and say, "Yeah, I'm wearing my gloves, Sam." I don't let that guy bother me. He just, but I have seen people, get up there and hide him and stuff like that, or put him in timeout. You know, I've seen that happen to him a few times. I've seen him go to a lot of different people's channels too. You know. But
Yeah.
the best way to get people into your channel is you just got to get out there. You got to just go around and go to a lot of people's channels, And I've gone to a lot of people's channels, but I don't always have a lot of people at my live streams. Sometimes very little. I have seen people come floating in just gradually as time went on. I've been up here after about 3 or 4 hours, and I'd be about ready to shut it down. And then all of a sudden, there'd be, about half a dozen new people to show up just all of a sudden. Of course,
I don't know if
they
I
live
told you.
over in another part of the world too, like over in Europe or something.
I don't remember if I told you, but like Sean Tuber and Darren were with me in my channel, and they told me, I said, yeah, I'm going to figure out who this person wants, why they want to come up here and stuff. So I clicked on his, letting them in, and then he shows 2 guys doing it. So I said,
Yeah,
gotta let you go. Sorry, I'm not
I've had
interested.
that happen to me too. Made the mistake of letting somebody on the panel that I didn't know, and I've even had this happen where they actually disguised themselves and would use somebody else's avatar or profile picture,
Mm.
and then once they would get up there, they would take it down and start showing some inappropriate garbage, and I'd have to boot them out.
And I used to get tagged in the chat of all the spam stuff and everything. They would call me the N word and everything, and I had to block a lot of that stuff. And then Darren says, "Oh, I just let it happen. I don't care. I don't really respond or say
Well,
it. It's just there."
actually, Darren's got a point there, okay? Because, I mean, you really have a choice here. You can either just let them sit there and keep doing that, or you can get rid of them. It's up to you. I'm kind of like you in a way. I don't like somebody out there, you know, saying things to me or to other people that are, and I usually end up hiding them. I don't, if I'm at somebody else's stream and they start doing that to the host, if I have a blue wrench, I'll get rid of them. Sometimes, so I've been on some people's channels where, I wasn't sure how the host felt about that kind of stuff. Now, I'm going to tell you something. We got, there's all walks of life out here in YouTube. And I've seen some people that I would have thought took great offense to some things that didn't. They would actually get upset if you blocked somebody, even though that person got up there and maybe made some really horrible comments, which kind of shocked me. I was just kind of like, why do you want to let somebody stay here? Well, all they were worried about was views and watch hours. It's okay. I'm getting views from that person.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's true. Now you could have I know this one girl, and she has a lot of people show up for her live streams. I was kind of surprised, and I went in there one time, and come to find out, about half the people in there were trolls. And man, they would say some, really disgusting things to her, and I was like, okay, I wasn't sure how she would take that kind of stuff, and apparently she had a couple of good friends there that were just kind of taking care of that kind of stuff, so they'd get rid of them, and that kind of thing. But I haven't even gone back to her channel since that one time I went in there. I just chose not to, because I was kind of like, I just got better things to do than to sit in a chat with somebody that's, got a bunch of, guys out here, making really what would be considered inappropriate comments, a lot of them. Just, and then, like I say, a lot of them were trolls. I remember she gave me a blue jacket, and I clicked on just about a lot of them that, came in there. They were, didn't have blue jacket, and I'd go to their channel, and sure enough, there was no content there, just an account, And they were just saying all kind of stuff that was really disgusting, these, I'm kind of like, this one lady I know, she's an American, but she, she's
They need to be washed.
she's
Right.
Filipino, and she's married to an American. And anyway, she's, she's talked a little bit to me about, how disgusting it was that some of these guys acted the way that they do toward these Filipinos, with some of the things they would say and that kind of stuff. And I happen to agree with that. It's just, it is disgusting, I mean, this is YouTube. It's not, if you want to get up here and act naughty, I would say go to a porn site or something. You can watch videos there and get just as naughty as you want. But these people out here on YouTube that are trying to do this stuff, yeah, they're trying to make an income. Extra money, I should say, because none of us are getting paid much.
Right.
Not unless they're getting a lot of super chats. And I don't know if any of these women are getting a whole lot of super chats or not. I've seen a lot of people that, there's people that I saw back in 2019 and 2020 that I have not seen since then, because they quit. They just quit doing anything on their channel.
Right.
Some of them I see over in TikTok, and I don't go to TikTok much, but I've seen them. I've seen that they have an account there. Some of them are doing multiple things. They're doing YouTube, they're doing TikTok, they're doing Facebook Reels, they're just doing all that stuff, And I'm like, just seems like they're spending an awful lot of time doing all these different things. And I'm kind of like, how are you finding enough time to do all that? Plus work,
Yeah.
I don't know. I just personally, I'm not like that. I have to take breaks from all this stuff too. because it does. It gets old. Sometimes I get tired of it. You know.
Yeah, and and I'm about the same way. Like, I only do this probably once or twice a month if I want to. It's not like, oh well, I'll schedule it, which I did today, and I've done it before several times. But normally I just pop on and do one. I don't care to, get it out there and stuff. But
Yeah.
For example, Darren, he likes to, get it all out there, and
Oh, I know. I've seen. I've seen how he does.
it's fine. Everybody does what they want, but me personally, they always, everybody's wondering like, Josh, where you been? You just do shorts videos. I said, yeah, that's it. You get more views on shorts than you do here.
Mhm.
I found that out, and I just don't care. So I just do what I want, and for me, the income would be nice, but it's hit or miss.
Well,
I had somebody tell me in one channel, Josh, you're boring as hell. You don't do much. You don't do anything. You just sit there and stare at the camera. Find out if there's a booger running down your nose. But
yeah, if I see that my stream's gonna get boring, I'll start singing, and I'll do karaoke's or something just to, keep it going. But that's why I'm kind of wanting to get more onto doing videos now than anything else.
And when I do shorts videos, that's where I do most of my comedy and entertainment, because I'm talking to myself and everybody gets to see it and they like it or they view it or whatever they want to do. And I usually throw out all my impressions and things on those videos. People actually push me and ask me to do things on here. And I'm just normally talking, and then some might think it's funny. I said, what's so funny? I'm being serial. And so I don't like being asked to do things or be there, please. I'm just saying, would you join me? Would you please look at my video? I mean, if you don't, whatever. But we were also told that we got to monitor our accounts, make sure that we stay monetized, if you will. Make sure we.
Yeah, I just, as far as copyright claims go, I make sure that I clean up, the ones that are keeping the live stream from, being monetized completely. I'll clean that up, but then if it gets down to where it says sharing, then I know everything else is okay. And I don't mind sharing with the, whoever owns the copyrights, if I may put it that way. Not all of your performers, that, songwriters and that kind of stuff, they don't always own the copyright. A lot of times it's another company that has come along and bought up the copyright to somebody's music.
And has this ever
hate that, but
has this ever happened to you, where you try to think of a title, like, can we please have a discussion? I'm just writing something at random in the head. So I've been copyrighted because of the title of our live stream. Titles.
I've never had that happen.
Yeah. Every time I'm done with one, I get an email saying, that's somebody else's title song. You can't use that. Go over here and change it, please.
Yeah.
Or just tell them, oh, sorry, I didn't know.
I've gotten to where a lot of times, because I'm, if it's a video, I can usually think of a title. But on a live stream, I'm kind of like, well, what should I call it? And I just gotten to where I just say, like, just for example, Saturday night live stream or Saturday night live or something, I just don't worry about a title for it. I'll just keep it simple and just let it go. And they've never said anything about my titles.
It told me if you don't fix it, you can't get monetized for that video. And I was like, what?
Well, just go change it. You probably just delete maybe a certain word or something, and it would get rid of it.
And look who it is.
Hey, Darren. Yeah, you can probably just, change the wording or something a little bit, and it would be fine.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really a kind of an easy fix. You just like, oh, okay, so I can't use that title. Just, you can probably just go in there and just maybe change the wording or something like that, and it would probably be okay, So I don't, that's why I say I usually just keep it simple on a title for a live stream, because I'm kind of like, well, okay, what day of the week are you doing this on? Okay, I'm going to do it on, say, Tuesday night. Okay, just Tuesday night LS, Oh, he's taking care of his granddaughter.
Okay.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, I spoke to my granddaughter today. Sent her a text message. Just wanted to. I told her, I said, I just wanted to say hi and just to let you know I love you. And she said, "Oh, yeah, it's good to see you, Darren." But anyway, yeah, I just, I don't worry about titles for live streams. I just keep it simple, and now every now and then I might, if I have maybe a certain special somebody that's going to come up on the panel, I might, like, say Tanya, for example. I've added her name into the title, and it can draw people. People love to listen to her sing. She's a real good singer.
Yeah, I found a new Filipina lady. Her name on Facebook is Sweet Pea, and she's usually live doing something. But just came across her, through somebody else's chat. Connect with everyone. Okay.
Yeah.
But she lives in Vegas. Lucky.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
well,
there is a lot of singing talent.
I was on Sean Tubers, and I got to sing a couple of times with him. He's like, "Josh, it's your turn today." I says, well, we're gonna cut off the camera here. I don't want to watch people. I don't want people to see me sing and.
Look, I keep my camera off probably over half the time when I'm doing a live stream, or even when I'm on somebody's panel. Now, sometimes somebody will say something about it. Every now and then somebody will say, "Hey, we want to see you." Well, if they want to see me, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. I just turn the old camera on.
There he is.
But I usually just prefer to be sitting up here on the moon. Yeah.
Said, "You're married."
I mean, it feels safe up on the moon. I don't feel like I'm going to get bombed. Of course, if I turn on the camera, they get to see me enmeshed in the stars, so they know I'm.
Stars.
Yeah, they know I'm out in space, so he's a space case. Oh boy!
Look what Darren said about you.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Darren. Yeah.
Yes, Darren, I am married to a great Sweet Pea, but the Sweet Pea I was talking about was the one on Facebook I came across. She was cool, but she was mostly talking penis language, and I just didn't want to. I don't understand it, don't know it, trying to learn. But when they talk too fast with it, it's like the ladies on The View. I mean, I don't. They act like chickens. I can't. It's like, live it up. Let me know what you're saying. Don't know penis language.
Yeah. But
So-
I have managed to do streams where we didn't have any singing, and we managed to just, it mainly ended up being just, talking and laughing and cutting up. But, usually, I don't know, I've just kind of gotten to where I like to sing, and I see a lot of people, they like to hear the singing, but you got different strokes for different folks.
Iris.
Some people, when they see that the singing's going to start, they're like, bye. They don't want to be around it. And then some people, they're like, they're out there in the chat and they're saying, like, just for example, Kuya Bruce, will you please sing? And they'll have a request, And sometimes I don't get the request off fast enough and they won't sit around and wait. They just leave, I don't know. Again, I don't worry about all that stuff. I've had too many things come along where they get up here and you're just kind of scratching your head and you're wondering, why did they do that? And I just let it go, it's all good. If they didn't want to stay, that's fine. Some people have no patience. They don't have an ounce of patience. It's like if they make a request and you don't grant it right then and there, they're not going to stick around. They're going to go find somebody else's stream. And of course, people like that are not very good supporters of your channel either. Yeah, they'll come in there because they saw you on so-and-so stream, their good buddy.
I'm about done.
They saw you sing this song and they want you to sing it again or something like that. But, but then they come to your channel and they'll, they'll stay in there. But if you don't grant their request right away, they're gone. And you won't see them again. So that's why I say I just don't worry too much about it. How you doing there, Bass Traveler Official?
That's Iris. That's Iris, a friend of mine.
Oh, okay. Iris. Okay.
Yeah, she lives right here in my favorite city.
The only time I get upset, though, is when I start getting sent personal messages and the person sending me the personal message is upset about something. Now, in a case like that, it depends on what they're upset about. They may have a legit reason to be upset. And if they're and if it's a legit reason, I'm in tears right along with them. If I may use that as a figure of speech. But if they're angry with me about something, then yeah, we will talk about it later after I end the stream. And I've had that happen a few times too. I've had both happen. I've had I've had some people get up here and
thank you, Iris. I appreciate it.
I've had some people up there and be angry at me about something. I've had some people get up here and send me a message. I didn't like the way so-and-so said something or did something or whatever. I didn't approve of that. And I, we talked about it later, but You know, it's hard to be up here talking to somebody about something while you're streaming in a private conversation.
Yeah, I've had people do that and
Yeah.
Messenger and stuff. Like something
And
happened.
that's
they're
why
gonna-
I say I'll let it wait until after the stream's over, and then we can talk about it then. But while the stream's running, please let me finish the stream first. And you know, if it is something I can do something about right away, I'll do it. You know, if it's not, and sometimes it's not. Sometimes there's nothing I can do about it right then. You know. So anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't know, you know, and see, that's another thing about live streaming that you don't have to worry about if you make video. If a person don't like your video, they're just not going to comment on it. They might give you a thumbs down even. You know?
Damn it. Right. So
Ooh, nice.
but yeah, Bruce, just let me know what's going on, and like I said, 25th to the 28th, whatever you want to do. Just let me know though.
Okay.
I know Darren and Iris just came in, but I'm about to get done here.
All right, hold on. Yeah, you've been on for nearly 2 hours, haven't you?
Yeah, because Mr. laughs a lot. I had no idea I was going to be on this long, but it's fine.
Don't let him teach you about your laughter.
Oh, it doesn't bother me.
That you laugh.
You know, Marion, that's something that I would rather have people like that laugh of mine than to be up here angry with me about something.
Oh, there's never nothing we're angry about with you at all.
Never.
Never. Not because we met you. I'm telling you in general.
We love your laughter.
Yeah.
It's because you put somebody else in a good mood because of your laughter.
That's the whole idea.
And it tickles me in places I can't discuss on here.
Well, you don't need to talk about that, not even in private. You can discuss it with Marion, okay?
That's fine. No, but you're a good person to us, and friendship and everything. You're just awesome. I mean it.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. I thank you too.
We can't wait to get down there to see you.
We want to.
Well, don't be surprised if I can ever get a hold of my cousin. I sent him a message today, but I guess I'm gonna have to call him or something. And because when I was in Texas, I told him, he called, I think my sister and my brother-in-law are going to be going over that way, and they're supposed to get together. So I told him in that phone call, I said, you're next, Mark. So anyway, I sent him a message earlier today, but he didn't reply. And I don't know if he's got Messenger on his phone or not. You know, he may not. You know, I know some people have just kind of gotten away from using Messenger for anything. And I've heard some stories about it. You know,
Well, I
that
got you on my messenger on my tablet.
She's got you on Messenger as well.
oh, okay. I've got it, but I don't chat. I'm not much of a chatter. I just very little chatting.
Yeah, his favorite words are "oh boy." Hashtag.
Anyway, anyway, I just, you know, uh, laughter is something that's good for the soul.
Right.
And it's the best medicine.
It's the best medicine in the world. There's a verse in the Bible that says, "A merry heart does good like medicine, but a broken spirit dries the bones." And I took that verse to heart back years ago. I was like, wow, that's so much wisdom in that one verse, you know. So I love to see people laugh. I love to see people have a good time.
Mm-hmm.
And when things are not right with people, you can tell it, you know. Usually it manifests itself.
Well, you know, you and our friends have put so much laughter and happiness into my life just recently.
Mm.
Keep in touch through the internet and all. It's made me feel younger than I am. And
Well, that's good.
So therefore it would make my health better
If we divorce.
if
Mhm.
with this laughter.
You need to get you one of these. I got this on my phone. It's an app.
Was that you or the app?
That was me.
Okay.
But you would have a lot of fun with the app, and the app would probably keep you laughing, and it would come in handy sometime when you're. Uh, uh, Hang on just a minute. I'm gonna pull the app up here. It's 100 sound button is what it's called, and so anyway, you get all kind of things on it, like.
Yeah, I love that one. Have you ever watched that video with that?
I'm not sure if I have
He's
or
a
not.
talk
I may
show.
have.
He's a talk show host in like England somewhere or something, and somebody had problems in the bedroom, and they had to have surgery on their certain areas, or
Yeah.
something happened. One guy lost his voice because of something, I don't know, but he was laughing at him like that. That was the guy that was laughing, the talk show host.
Oh, okay. Okay. Now, this
And
is my favorite right here. That's my favorite one of these effects.
Darren says fart sounds. That guy is hilarious. You have to watch the video. I'll find it for you.
Oh, okay. But
And you all keep in touch, keeps us happy.
that's good. That's
Keep
good.
kissing his ass.
What was that?
Get down music.
Oh.
There's all kind of sounds on here though.
Well, we're gonna call it a day, Bruce.
But anyway, you can get that at the Play Store. Just or well, if you use if you have an iPhone, you can get it at probably at the Apple store. But anyway, but yeah, you can get this app. It's easy. It's
Yeah.
easy to find.
Ignition sequence has started. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have commit and we have liftoff at 2:13.
You done playing?
Yeah. Oh boy. Anyway, yeah, I just thought I'd share that with you though. But that's one of these little tools you can get. You can put it on your phone. It don't take up a lot of space, and you could probably, if you're just kind of need a good laugh, just pick that thing up and find some different sounds, and you can probably find a few laughs in there. Yeah, fart sounds. I don't know if fart sounds are in it or not. It might be. It's got a lot of different ones. It says it's 100, so I don't know. I haven't even played them all, to be honest. But I just, but every now and then I'll pick that thing up, and sometimes even when I'm doing a live stream, I'll, or if I'm on somebody else's panel, I might pick that thing up and do like that horn sound where it went wow 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 wow.
Yeah.
That's always a good one, especially when somebody says something that's yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and hop down. I need to I've got a few things I need to do.
Okay.
I need to drive to town, and I've got to pick up a few things in town and bring back out here. And of course,
Okay.
I want to try to get a good meal. But yeah, I'll be on tonight about 9 o'clock. It'll be 10 o'clock your time.
I gotta work
Oh.
tomorrow, so I gotta get up early.
Okay.
But I appreciate you
And,
being here. If I can't make it, sorry.
Well, it's okay. No worries. Yeah. Anyway, I do have a premiere tomorrow. It's a road trip video that I made here locally, and so anyway, it's no big special thing. It's just something I decided to do,
Okay.
and I've got some more videos I need to edit from Texas. So anyway, all right. Well, y'all take care, and yeah, good to see everybody, and yeah, take care, Darren, and let's see. Bass Traveler, nice to meet you. And anyway, y'all take good care, okay?
We'll talk again,
Okay.
definitely.
All right. I'll see you later.
All right, see you.
Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right, everybody, take care. I gotta start fixing dinner and watch bad movies that don't allow wives to watch. So, anyway. All right. Love you all. Thank you for being here. Be safe, and it's a great way to stay in shape. I love apples.